Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Luke and Turtle in the Morning podcast. I'm your host, Titanium Turtle. With me is my co-host, Mr. Lukey Spooky. How are you, Mr. Lukey Spooky?
I am pretty good, yes.
Sure, it's a beautiful day outside, the sun is shining.
Indeed.
Great day, but we're stuck inside doing an episode of the podcast because we love our listeners. We love them.
Yes. Big kiss for you all.
Yeah, and we've been on hiatus for a while now, but we're back. We're coming back stronger than before.
Exactly.
So today's episode was supposed to come out a few weeks ago, but we kind of changed it up a bit. We're basically going to go over our most anticipated films, like a list of all the films that were coming out in 2021. Or well, the ones that we were looking forward to. But now we've just narrowed it down to our top 10. So basically, I'm going to go over my 10th anticipated film, and then Luke's going to go over his, and then basically we'll talk about it because we love talking movies. We can't stop talking about movies.
Exactly.
So I suppose, do you want to begin first, Luke? Let's start.
Oh, okay. Right. So my 10th most anticipated movie of this year would be Shang-Chi, The Legend of the Ten Rings.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I also have an MCU movie on that list at the number 10 spot, and that is Eternals.
Oh, yeah. Pretty hyped myself for that one.
Yeah, so Shang-Chi, we don't really know much about this film, to be honest. You know that Mandarin is the villain. You know that Shang-Chi's in it, obviously, and the whole Ten Rings. You know that it's in between the snap, so between Avengers Infinity War and Endgame. And also Bing Fang Fu, who's like this dragon in the Marvel comics, is also going to be in it. So, and if you saw that leak recently with the Lego set, there's like a snake. Yeah, so I'm kind of excited for it. I don't think I'm as excited for it as No Way Home and Eternals, but I am looking forward to it. It should be something unique for the MCU.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I'm excited for. It's gonna have some like martial arts fight scenes and all, so pretty different, pretty hyped.
Yeah, I hope it's like a Bruce Lee film, the Marvel equivalent to Bruce Lee film. I think that'd be cool. But even then, we don't know what Shang-Chi's powers is, because in the comics, his powers are kind of changed over time. Because originally he was kind of like Bruce Lee, he used his fists and nunchucks and all that, and he still kind of does. But recently they've introduced this idea of cloning, so he's able to split up and attack different people. So honestly, I feel like they could go with the cloning route, but honestly, I think that they should stick with the grounded Bruce Lee kind of feel.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see a grounded MCU character who doesn't really have any superpowers or anything. It would just be cool to see like a more regular guy going out fighting crime and whatnot.
Exactly. And Eternals, I don't know if this is on your list, but this is my 10th most anticipated film. I'm looking for it because, like, Kevin Feige, the director, and everyone's basically going on. It's like, oh, it's the best Marvel pitch I've ever heard, and oh, it's going to be like a living Jack Kirby comic book, and there's going to be like a 10-minute Bollywood dance or something. I think one of the actors said that. It just sounds so bizarre and weird, and even Lego back at it again, leaking leaking the sets and some of the plot.
Disgraceful.
I know. Anyway, Lego, you gotta get onto that,
Yeah.
So, I'm still excited for it, and I'm like, it's going to be really interesting to see how it plays out. It could end up being like a surprise hit, like Guardians of the Galaxy, or it could end up being like a CGI shit show,
Yeah, true. Yeah, I'm excited for that too. It is not on my list, but I'm still very excited for it. Sounds pretty interesting and unique. Yeah, it seems like all the MCU movies that are coming out are going to be pretty different from the stuff we've seen before, which is very exciting.
Even the TV shows, you know?
Yeah.
Like we've got WandaVision going on right now, we got Falcon Winter Soldier next, and even Loki looks really, really cool, so...
Those.
Yeah. Anyway, we may as well move on to number 9. Our 9th anticipated film of the year 2021. What do you have, Luke?
I have Halloween Kills.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I'm pretty... Oh, sorry.
No, go on.
I was just going to say, I love the original, and I really like the 2018 one, and they're the only 2 Halloweens I've seen, but pretty hyped, you know. That's why it's on the list.
This was actually going to make it on my list, but it didn't get in, but I'm really excited for it. I love the original, just like you, and I did find the 2018 film to be pretty good. And I'm really excited to see how this comes out. It's supposed to be the most, like, goriest of them all. And the Halloween films, they are some of my favorite horror films, but,
Same, yeah.
You know. Yeah, hopefully it's good. I don't know how they're going to pull it off, because I think 2018 film, that was a pretty good ending for Michael and some of the characters. It'll be interesting to see how they pull it off, so, yeah.
But, what is your 9th most anticipated?
My 9th most anticipated film is, and I'm saying this proud and with confidence, Space Jam: A New Legacy. I am so excited for this film. I cannot stress that enough. So, first of all, Space Jam, the original one, that's such a guilty pleasure for me. Like, I know it's cheesy and it's like, it's so bizarre and definitely a product this time, but it's so enjoyable and so rewatchable. And like, it's so good. Like, it's not bad by any means. And I think the sequel, this sequel has been announced since like 2014. Like, there was a little bit. Now it's actually coming. Like, it's actually going to be a movie releasing like in a few months' time. So I'm really excited for it. I mean, I love the Looney Tunes, like Bugs and Daffy and all those, and I love basketball as well. So it'll be interesting to see how that concept is able to, I suppose, stay relevant in today's market or whatever, you know, today's audiences.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I'm pretty
excited. And also you got like Jim Carrey's coming back as the Mask, and like Pennywise is in it. Like, it's gonna be so
insane.
Weird. Yeah, I know. And,
pretty ambitious.
Yeah, and even if you looked at a little snippeting of everything that's coming to HBO Max, like Space Ghost was in there somewhere, and like it looks really cool. But yeah.
Does indeed.
What's your 8th most anticipated film, Luke?
Okay, so my 8th most anticipated movie is, and I don't think many people are excited for this, but I am. It is the remake of West Side Story.
Ah, yes. The Spielberg film, right?
Yeah. I love musicals. So yeah, I love musicals. I love the original West Side Story, and I love Spielberg. So I am very excited. I hope, though, it adds like hope it doesn't just completely blatantly copy the original. I hope it adds its own unique elements. That's why it's always exciting but kind of scary when a classic is getting a remake, because it could either be really good or suck ass, and I hope this is really good and just doesn't completely copy the original. But yeah, I am hyped.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this though. We don't really know much about it. Like, I think there's only been like 1 or 2 stills out there.
Yeah.
But, we haven't even gotten a trailer. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I West Side Story, that's basically like Romeo and Juliet, but in New York, isn't it, or something?
Yeah, Romeo and Juliet, but in New York, and the musical.
I do like myself a good Shakespeare play, including Romeo and Juliet. It's very dated in the part where Romeo's like 17 and Juliet's 13, but
oh yeah,
like get out of there. But yeah, I'd say I'm excited for it. I won't say I'm as excited for it as you, but yeah. But my 8th most anticipated film is The French Dispatch, which is the new Wes Anderson.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's supposed to come out in 2020. Now, I don't think this would have made it onto the list if it wasn't for Star recently being introduced on Disney Plus, because I've been going back and watching some of the other Wes Anderson films. Like I've been watching Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. I've been watching Rushmore. A lot of ones I missed out on, and I even watched Isle of Dogs recently on TV, and that was pretty good. So I think my hype has kind of gone up a bit because I love Wes Anderson's style and I love his characters, and I love how unique it is. Like when you're going into a Wes Anderson film, you can definitely tell you're going into a Wes Anderson, and I think that's kind of merits of his style. And like, of course, the cast in this is great, and like, yeah, I'm pretty excited for it, to be honest. It should be really cool.
Yes, and it's very fitting that you said The French Dispatch, because that's actually my 7th most anticipated.
Oh my god!
This year, I know, yeah.
Very what fitting, a crossover! Very. We just really trying to do that really well, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. I just had it one spot higher than you. Last year I thought it was going to release, obviously, because it was supposed to before, everything went to shit. But
yeah.
So I watched his whole filmography in the sort of spring and summer of last year, because it was very boring times. There wasn't much to do, so I watched all of his movies, and I like him, especially the Grand Budapest Hotel, the Royal Tenenbaums. I love those movies. As you said, he creates very unique worlds, very distinct to him, and I love the humor, the colors, the cinematography, and The French Dispatch. We got a trailer, it looks great, the cast is great, and I'm just so excited for this one.
You even have Ireland's own Saoirse Ronan in there,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was great in Grand Budapest, so hopefully she delivers on that same greatness as she did in that film. Yeah. So, my 7th most anticipated film is actually Mission Impossible 7. Mission Impossible 7 at number 7.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I really like Mission Impossible films. I think after, from the 3rd one up, they've gotten better and better and better, to the point where Rogue Nation and Fallout are masterpieces in my opinion. So I'm really excited to see how this one elevates from those films. And this 7 and 8, I believe, are supposed to be the final 2. So I think they're being shot back to back. So it'll be interesting to see how they wrap up on some of the stuff from the previous films. So yeah, I'm just really excited for it. And Tom Cruise, he's going mental over this film. He's yelling all over the place.
Jeez,
so hopefully that yelling and all that shit, hopefully it pays off in the end. I think it will, because they've released some stills online and it looks really good.
Looks insane, the stunt with the motorbike and that huge ramp.
I know.
Jeez, Tom Cruise, he just tries to outdo himself in every movie, stunt-wise.
I know. Now he's going to space.
Yeah.
He's bloody going to space, mate.
Why not?
He's gonna join Brie Larson in space. That's right, Brie Larson. She's back and she's ruining Star Wars in space. She's ruining it. She's teamed up with Kathleen Kennedy. She's back. They're ruining Star Wars. They're back. But yeah. Anyway, we may as well move on to
number 6.
Number 6. for
He'll
people.
go.
I'm so sorry for that. Oh, that meme has been out for like 3 years.
Oh, it's back.
Oh.
So,
As you can tell, we're very trendy.
Oh yes, indeed, we're hip with the kids, hip and happening.
We're so radical.
So radical. So who'll go first with their number 6?
I suppose you can.
Oh, thank you, good sir. My number 6
No problem.
is one we've gotten a trailer for recently. Actually, like it only came out a few days ago, and that is Pixar's Luca.
Oh yes, this film. I'm actually looking forward to this.
Yeah, it looks, animation-wise, it looks very unique. Like the characters, it's a very different style than Pixar normally has, which is pretty cool.
Sort of gives me some Iron Man vibes.
Yeah,
like those stop motion films. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's set in Italy. Lovely Italy. I love Italy, even though I've never been there. I want to go.
Me neither.
Very badly. And yeah, the trailer, it just looked really fun and really sweet. The animation, beautiful. And yeah,
very
pretty
fluid.
hype.
Very fluid. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think I'm more excited for Raya and the Last Dragon that's coming out soon. That basically looks like Moana. That looks like Moana with swords, and I'm pretty excited for it. But my 6th most anticipated film is Matrix 4. I like the Matrix films. I think the first one is a masterpiece. I think Reloaded. I think that's a good enough sequel, and then the third one is just utter shit. So hopefully, the 4th film redeems the 3rd film and the sequels. I suppose like it's supposed to have a really nice story, and like it'll be cool catching up on these characters decades later. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think that's my 6th most anticipated film, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. It didn't make my list. Spoilers, I guess, for my list. But yeah, because I'm not as big a fan of the Matrix movies as you are, but I will definitely see it.
Yeah, it's also Keanu Reeves, Mr. Wholesome, Chungus Man. You know.
Yes.
You know, he's coming back. John Wick 4 was originally supposed to come out the same weekend. Imagine that.
Yeah, that would be insane. Keanu versus Keanu.
I know, John Wick versus Neo. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Should be pretty good. Hopefully it's not terrible like Revolutions with that terrible shot that... I know you know I hate that shot, but...
Yeah.
Oh god. I fucking hate that shot. The final shot in Matrix Revolutions is utter shit. Like, I remember looking at that and getting sick. The colours are awful, and it's just so stupid. Fucking hell. But yeah.
Yeah.
Every time I look at that, I want to piss out diarrhea or some shit. Like, I fucking hate it.
Yeah,
terrible.
How dare you end it on such an ugly final shot? Ew.
I know, and like, the first film ended with, like, Neo pulling the Superman and flying out of there, you know? That's really cool. And then you end the trilogy with, like, a fucking ugly sunset with the worst colours imaginable. Disgraceful. Who actually looked at that and thought it was going to be a good way to end trilogy? Or even the film in general? You know, a group of people looked at that and said, yep, that's how we're going to end a great trilogy. Well, for the most part. So sad. Anyway. We may as well move on to the 5th film. Our 5th most anticipated film. What is it for you, Luke?
For me, it is... Yes, exactly. For me, it is The Last Duel.
Oh, yes. Yes, the Ridley Scott film.
Ridley Scott, yes. And they filmed
I actually watched... yeah, they filmed it in Ireland. I was actually watching Alien the other day, which was a Ridley Scott film. And yeah, he's pretty cool. He had it back then, and he probably still has it now.
Yeah. Blade Runner.
Oh yeah,
brilliant.
classic, masterpiece.
The Martian, which
Oh
was
yeah,
for
that was a good
reasons,
movie. Yeah, that was really good. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's a great director. Like, he's had some movies I didn't enjoy, but you know, he made some of my favorite movies: Blade Runner, Alien, Gladiator. I adore them three. So
oh, I haven't seen Gladiator.
Oh,
it's on my watch list.
It's very good, and it's filmed in Ireland. Pretty exciting. And
yeah, didn't they like rent out like a town in Kerry or something, or Cork?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
I forget. Crazy. But great cast as well. Great cast. Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Adam Driver. So, and it's like going to be like a historical epic, and he's proven, as I said before, Gladiator, that he can make those kinds of movies. So, I am very hyped.
Oh yeah, you know, I'm looking forward to it as well. So my fifth most anticipated film is Last Night in Soho, which is the new Edgar Wright film.
Yes, I am very excited. We may get back to that later.
Oh, foreshadowing. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to Last Night in Soho. Edgar Wright, great director. That's probably going to be the next episode, the Edgar Wright episode, if we can find someone. But yeah, I am really looking forward to it. Edgar Wright, of course. He's proven himself that he can balance comedy and horror together. You saw it in Shaun of the Dead. You saw it in you saw a little bit in Hot Fuzz. Like, he's able to balance out these two genres and make something really nice out of it, you know? Like, I think he's really good at his craft, and like, I don't think he's ever made a bad film. Like, Hot Fuzz and Baby Driver are masterpieces, and even this weakest film, it's still not terrible. It's still great. So hopefully this is really good, and of course, great cast. You got Matt Smith from Doctor Who in there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, me too.
So, what's your fourth most anticipated?
No, my fourth one is Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Oh, yes. Now,
yes.
This was going to make it onto my list, but I think my hype has kind of went down a bit, to be honest.
Understandable.
Because it's been delayed so many times, and it's like, when's it even coming out now? Like October? July?
Yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah. It's been delayed so many times we don't even know.
Yeah, I know. It's very unfortunate.
Yeah, and like the trailer they released was pretty good, to be honest. Like, it got my hype up, and then delay, and here we are, and I'm not really... Like, I'm excited for it. It's probably in my top 20 most anticipated of this. But like, I wouldn't say I'm as excited for it as like, I don't know, Matrix 4, French Dispatch, or Mission Impossible 7. So yeah, I'm glad you're hyped for it, Luke.
Yes, thank you. And this thing which made me even more hyped was Jason Reitman. He said that his father, Ivan Reitman, cried after watching it, and he was so proud of him for continuing the Ghostbusters story and whatnot. Yeah. So that made me even more excited, and I love the first two Ghostbusters. Yes, I love Ghostbusters too. I don't get the
Imagine hating Ghostbusters too. Imagine hating it, to be honest.
You're irrelevant, man, if you hate it. Get out of here.
Get out of here. Finish listening to this and get out of here.
Exactly. Like and subscribe and get over.
Exactly. But yeah. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff going for it. Of course, some of the original Ghostbusters coming back. Bill Murray said he'd be back or something. Paul Rudd is coming into the Ghostbusters franchise now, and I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, hopefully it's a better Ghostbusters film. I mean, it probably already is better than the terrible 2016 one. So
yeah. God goodness, that was pretty bad.
pretty bad. That was abysmal, mate.
It
It was
awful.
abysmal.
It was awful.
Oh. No, you can't hate it because that makes you sexist. You hate women.
Oh crap. I'm cancelled.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
getting cancelled.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. It's the female Ghostbusters and they're back with Kathleen Kennedy and Brie Larson. They're in space. They're coming back.
Kathleen Kennedy.
They're ruining
That's
Star
right.
Wars. They're back. Oh. Yeah, so what are we on? Number 4?
No, number 4, yes.
Number 4, yeah. Anything else you want to say
chapter.
about? Do you want to? Anything else?
No, that's about it. I think the trailer looks amazing. So yeah, pretty hype. That's all I think.
My fourth most anticipated is my fourth most anticipated film is Soggy Bottoms. I believe that's what it's called. It's a new PTA film.
Oh
So
yes.
that's kind of the title that's going around right now. I'm looking forward to it. PTA, of course. Paul Thomas Anderson, my favorite director ever. He's made masterpiece. Like everything I've seen from him, he hasn't made a bad film. Like it's honestly becoming very concerning now that he hasn't made a bad film.
Yeah. Like I've seen all his movies. He is a god. None of them are even good. They're all great to masterpiece.
Exactly. Like Magnolia, There Will Be Blood, Boogie Nights, you know, Punch Drunk Love.
Inherent Vice, Phantom Thread.
Oh, that was pretty good. I watched that recently.
Even
Pretty
Hardy.
good.
Yeah.
That's the only one I haven't seen, and I'm sure that's really good as well. But
Yeah, even Hardy is great, I thought.
yeah, I shall check it out. Soggy Bombs, of course. It's apparently it's in post production now. I think they filmed it. I don't know, but it's coming out in 2021, and I'm looking forward to it. So yes, I don't really know what else to say, to be honest.
I'm excited too. I'm very excited.
Yeah, I mean, BTA, as I said earlier, great director, one of my favorites, probably my favorite. But
He's my favourite personally.
yeah, so hopefully it's good. If he makes a movie, no, we'll have to boycott him. We'll have to cancel him.
Be very sad.
Not to
I'd cry.
I know. And then I'll actually team up with the female Ghostbusters and Kathleen Kennedy and Brie Larson in space for in Star Wars.
Now they're ruining PTA. How could they?
Now they're ruining all female editions of PJ films. That's right, you're getting the female version of Punch Drunk Love, you're getting the female version of Magnolia, you're getting the female version of Boogie Nights.
Oh, lovely.
You're getting a female version of you're getting the female version of all his films. Even There Will Be Blood. I have abandoned my daughter. I have abandoned my child.
Oh, full of bus.
Thank you.
So
Anyway, the third. We're
Number
in
three.
number 3 now. We're coming to the end.
we're in the end game now.
Exactly.
So,
What's your third most anticipated?
My third most is one I said we get back to, and that is Last Night in Soho.
Oh, see, foreshadow it. And
Yeah,
now we come back to it. The payoff has been served.
yes. Last Night in Soho. Yeah, as you said, Edgar Wright, he's a fantastic director. Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz are two of my all-time favourite movies. They're hilarious. And as you said, he had sort of more horror elements than Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz, so he clearly knows how to do horror because he's done them very well in those movies. And this can be like a psychological horror movie. So
Oh yeah.
he can definitely do horror. So a full-on horror movie by him. Yeah, sounds very exciting.
Hell
It's
yeah,
got-
my brother.
Exactly, it's got a great cast too, and I mean, he hasn't made a bad movie, so I don't see why I could not be hyped for this.
And my third most anticipated is The Suicide Squad by James Gunn. I am so excited for this film. Like, this film is going to be, like, I can tell it's going to be really good. There's a lot of heart going into it, as you can tell from like the costume design. The cast seem really passionate about it, and of course the cast are great. You know, Peter Capaldi from Doctor Who. You got Harley Quinn. She's coming back, played by Margot Robbie. You got Idris Elba, John Cena. You know, a lot of great cast members. The guy from King of Staten Island, Gibson, I think his name is. He's in it. Like, it's basically going to be a goofy 70s version of Apocalypse Now. Like, that, it's basically a war film. They described it as a film, but it's also going to be a comic book. I'm just so excited for it. It looks so bright and colorful. Looks like so much fun, and I'm definitely, if there was one film I had to see right now, it would probably be this one, because I just want to see how well it does, and I definitely want to see it on a big screen. Hopefully, you know, shit calms down by the time August rolls around, and we'll be able to see this film. So, yeah, you know, crossed. I'm excited for it.
I'm excited for that one too. That one did not make my list. I'm sorry, but
So you've chosen death.
I'm very excited for that one as well. James Gunn, he can do like comedy so well, and this like a sort of comedic war film, and it's going to be very violent and gory.
Yeah, it's got an R rating, which is good.
So it's going all out, which is great.
Looks really good. Like every little bits and pieces, snippets and whatever we can get out of this movie, it just amps my hype more and more. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Now, what's your second most anticipated? We're almost at number one.
Oh, exciting! Right, my number two. I picked two, kind of cheating it, but I'm equally hyped for both of these, for different reasons. And them two movies are Spider-Man: No Way Home and the Scorsese movie Killers on the Flower Moon.
Yeah, well, you won't believe what I have at number two, but I have Spider-Man: No Way Home on here as well. I'm really looking forward to this one.
Snap, twinsies.
It's like we can finish each other's
sentences.
What?
Oh my god.
Not clickbait.
Bro,
oh my god.
Oh my god. We find out we're twins at 3 AM, not clickbait.
Oh my god. Not clickbait. In Hindi. Yeah, so you want to begin with the Scorsese film? I haven't got that on my list. I was surprised this is even coming out this year. But
yeah.
Do go on.
Okay, sure, I will. Yeah, I mean, it's Scorsese. He is one of the greatest directors of all time. Like,
I mean, obviously.
Yeah, everyone knows that. Look, it's pretty ironic that I have an MCU movie and a Scorsese movie as my joint number two, polar opposites. Whatever.
You're going to be led into a situation where you meet Martin Scorsese. It's going to be a deep apocalypse, and there's only a Martin Scorsese film, and he's holding it, and there's an MCU movie that Tom Holland is holding, and you're going to have to pick one to survive. Only one makes it out, and the other dies.
Oh, I'm sorry. Scorsese all the way, man. Scorsese. Let's go.
Oh, Tom Holland. He's dying right now. He wants to play Spider-Man for the next, 100 billion years.
I know,
he's never going to age.
He's going to be playing Spider-Man when he's, 90 years old.
And Scorsese is going to be making movies forever. He's never going to die. He's never going to die.
Scorsese.
He's going to make Taxi Driver 2.
Oh. Return of Society.
And then it's going to lead into the Joker versus Travis fight, and then it will link into Parted Cinematic Universe, and yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm just pretty excited. No, very excited for the new Scorsese movie because it's gonna be a western, and he never made a western before, to my knowledge.
Yeah.
So I'm.
It's kind of surprising because the dude has been in the industry for so long, and he's very influential. Yeah. And he's basically done films for every genre. Well, our superheroes, but like, I'm surprised he hasn't done a western.
Yeah,
he hasn't done the western. You know.
Same. So it's pretty exciting to have another western come out. I love the western genre, so it's got a great cast, as I said, and Robert De Niro, of course, the main man, Scorsese's secret lover. No.
Oh, jeez. Took a very romantic turn.
But yeah, I'm just very, very excited.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I guess I'm looking forward to it now because I didn't even know this was coming out this year. But yeah, I mean, even his like more recent films, like they're not terrible. I think he's still made some great films. Like the only film, the weakest film from him was like one of his earliest films. That was probably Mean Streets.
Oh, do you think so? Oh, still love Mean Streets. I think he's still made.
I like Mean Streets. It's pretty good, but like, I don't know. It's the weakest I've seen from him. Probably a solid 8 out of 10, to be honest.
Yeah, it's still great. Like, I still think he's making masterpieces to this day, like Silence and The Irishman.
Oh, Silence was great. Yeah, and, The Irishman.
Yeah. And Wolf of Wall Street, it's great as well.
Of course.
So, he's still, I think he never lost his touch. Because there are some directors, as they get older, they kind of lose their touch. I think Scorsese has stayed consistently brilliant. There's only 2 Scorsese movies I can say I kind of dislike. But even there, they have...
And what are they? What are they?
What are they? Well,
what are they?
I might
led into confrontation.
I might get hate for one of them. I might get hate for both, actually. It's the remake of Cape Fear. I just didn't like that. And this kind of unpopular, but Shutter Island, I just don't get the appeal. They are still well made. They're still well made.
Get out of here. You're not on this podcast anymore. You're not even the co-host, man.
No.
Get out of here. Shutter Island.
I'm sorry. I can still appreciate them.
That's a great film.
I would not say I like them, to be honest. I still appreciate them. They're things to like, but overall, yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. I failed.
What if Shutter Island was the only Scorsese film you were able to watch? Like all the DVDs and Blu-rays and digital copies of every other Scorsese films were burned, and that was the only one available.
Ah, sure, I'd still watch it.
Yeah. Yeah,
like
anyway.
it's not bad, but like I just don't see the appeal that much. Yeah, sorry.
I think it's very good, to be honest. And of course, it is a modern Scorsese film. It's good. Moving on from Scorsese to Spider-Man. No Way Home. He's found No Way Home. I mean, the dude has been in 3 films. He's had 3 solo films, and he's never found his way home. But I'm really looking forward to this. First of all, I was hyped for this film all before that Spider-Verse kind of Tobey Maguire coming back nonsense. Well, maybe it's not nonsense. We don't know yet. But I was hyped for this film like back when we saw that post-credit scene.
Oh yeah.
Of Mysterio revealing Spider-Man's real name. Like, I'm looking forward to this. And every announcement after that has been really bizarre. Like, Jamie Foxx is coming back as Electro, but he's not Electro from the Amazing Spider-Man films. Alfred Molina is coming back as Doc Ock, but it's supposed to be Doc Ock from the Raimi films. Doctor Strange is supposed to be in there. You know, William Dafoe, who's a great actor, he's supposed to come back, and then Tobey Maguire and Garfield are supposed to come back as well. Like, it's really bizarre. And I'm just... Like, I'm really looking forward to it, and I think the title is pretty good. But, maybe they're kind of getting a bit ahead of themselves, but... Hey, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be ambitious.
Yeah, Tom Holland even said so himself. You know, it's supposed to be the most ambitious superhero film. Solo superhero film or something. And, like, they even shot, like, this giant, like, fight scene back where they did, the final battle in game. So the film is obviously is The Suicide Squad by James Gunn. I am so excited for this film. Like, this film is going to be like, I can tell it's going to be really good. There's a lot of heart going into it, as you can tell from like the costume design. The cast seem really passionate about it, and of course the cast are great. You know, Peter Capaldi from Doctor Who. You got Harley Quinn. She's coming back, played by Margot Robbie. You got Idris Elba, John Cena. You know, a lot of great cast members. The guy from King of Staten Island, Gibson, I think his name is. He's in it. Like, it's basically going to be a goofy 70s version of Apocalypse Now. Like, that, it's basically a war film. They described the film, but it's also going to be a comic book film. I'm just so excited for it. It looks so bright and colorful. Looks like so much fun, and I'm definitely, if there was one film I had to see right now, it would probably be this one, because I just want to see how well it does, and I definitely want to see it on a big screen. Hopefully, you know, shit calms down by the time August rolls around, and we'll be able to see this film. So, yeah, you know, crossed. I'm excited for it.
I'm excited for that one too. That one did not make my list. I'm sorry, but
So you've chosen excited. Death.
I'm very excited for that one as well. James Gunn, he can do like comedy so well, and it's like a sort of comedic war film, and it's going to be very violent and gory.
Yeah, it's got an R rating, which is good.
So it's going all out, which is great.
Looks really good. Like, every little bits and pieces, snippets and whatever we can get out of this movie, it just amps my hype more and more. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Now, what's your second most anticipated? We're almost at number one.
Oh, exciting. Right, my number two, I picked two, kind of cheating, but I'm equally hyped for both of these, for different reasons. And them two movies are Spider-Man No Way Home and the Scorsese movie Killers on the Flower Moon.
Yeah, well, you won't believe what I have in number two, but I have Spider-Man No Way Home on here as well. I'm really looking forward to this one.
Snap. Twinsies.
It's like we can finish each other's
sentences.
What?
Oh my god.
Not clickbait.
Bro,
oh my god.
Oh my god. We find out we're twins at 3 AM, not clickbait.
Oh my god. Not clickbait. In Hindi. Yeah, so you want to begin with the Scorsese film? I haven't got that on my list. I was surprised this is even coming out this year. But do go on.
Hey, sure, I will. Yeah, I mean, it's Scorsese. He is one of the greatest directors of all time. Like,
I mean, obviously.
Yeah, everyone knows that. Look, it's pretty ironic that I have an MCU movie and a Scorsese movie as my joint number two, polar opposites. Well,
you're going to be led into a situation where you meet Martin Scorsese. It's going to be the apocalypse, and there's only a Martin Scorsese film, and he's holding it, and there's an MCU movie that Tom Holland is holding, and you're going to have to pick one to survive. Only one makes it out, and the other dies.
Oh, I'm sorry. Scorsese all the way, man. Scorsese, let's go.
Oh, Tom Holland. He's dying right now. He wants to play Spider-Man for the next, 100 billion years.
I know,
he's never going to age.
He's going to be playing Spider-Man when he's, 90 years old.
Okay. And Scorsese's going to be making movies forever. He's never going to die. He's never going to die.
Scorsese.
He's going to make Taxi Driver 2.
Oh, Return of Society.
And then it's going to lead into the Joker versus Travis fight, and then it will link into Parted Cinematic Universe, and yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm just very excited. No, very excited for the new Scorsese movie because it's gonna be a western, and he never made a western before, to my knowledge.
Yeah.
So I'm.
It's kind of surprising because the dude has been in the industry for so long, and he's very influential. And he's basically done films for every genre. Well, not superheroes, but like, I'm surprised he hasn't done a western.
Yeah,
he hasn't done a western. You know?
Same. So it's pretty exciting to have another western come out. I love the westerns genre, so it's got a great cast, as I said, and Robert De Niro, of course, the main man, Scorsese's secret lover. No.
Oh, jeez. Took a very romantic turn.
But yeah, I'm just very, very excited.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I guess I'm looking forward to it now because I didn't even know this was coming out this year. But yeah, I mean, even his like more recent films, like they're not terrible. I think he's still made some great films. Like the weakest film from him was like one of his earliest films. That was probably Mean Streets.
Oh, do you think so? Oh, still love Mean Streets. I think he's still made.
I like Mean Streets. It's pretty good, but like, I don't know. It's the weakest I've seen from him. Probably a solid 8 out of 10, to be honest.
Yeah, it's still great. Like, I still think he's making masterpieces to this day, like Silence and The Irishman.
Oh, Silence was great. Yeah, and, The Irishman.
Yeah. And Wolf of Wall Street is great as well.
Of course.
So he's still, I think he never lost his touch. Because there are some directors, as they get older, they kind of lose their touch. I think Scorsese has stayed consistently brilliant. There's only 2 Scorsese movies I can say I kind of dislike. But even there, they have...
And what are they?
Well,
what are they?
I might
led into confrontation.
I might get hate for one of them. I might get hate for both, actually. It's the remake of Cape Fear. I just didn't like that. And this kind of unpopular, but Shutter Island, I just don't get the appeal. They are still well made. They're still well made.
Gee, get out of here. You're not on this podcast anymore. You're not even the co-host, man.
No.
Get out of here. Shutter Island.
I'm sorry. I can still appreciate them.
That's a great film.
I would not say I like them, to be honest. I still appreciate them. They're things to like, but overall, yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. I failed.
What if Shutter Island was the only Scorsese film you were able to watch? Like all the DVDs and Blu-rays and digital copies of every other Scorsese films were burned, and that was the only one available.
Oh, sure, I'd still watch it.
Yeah. But, yeah,
like
anyway.
it's not bad, but like I just don't see the appeal that much. Yeah, sorry.
I think it's very good, to be honest. And of course, it is a modern Scorsese film. It's good. Moving on from Scorsese to Spider-Man. No Way Home. He's found No Way Home. I mean, the dude has been in 3 films. He's had 3 solo films, and he's never found his way home. But I'm really looking forward to this. First of all, I was hyped for this film all before that Spider-Verse kind of Tobey Maguire coming back nonsense. Well, maybe it's not nonsense. We don't know yet. But I was hyped for this film like back when we saw that post-credit scene.
Oh yeah.
Of Mysterio revealing Spider-Man's real name. Like, I'm looking forward to this. And every announcement after that has been really bizarre. Like, Jamie Foxx is coming back as Electro, but he's not Electro from the Amazing Spider-Man films. Alfred Molina is coming back as Doc Ock, but it's supposed to be Doc Ock from the Raimi films. Doctor Strange is supposed to be in there. You know, William Dafoe, who's a great actor, he's supposed to come back, and then Tobey Maguire and Garfield are supposed to come back as well. Like, it's really bizarre. And I'm just... Like, I'm really looking forward to it, and I think the title is pretty good. But, maybe they're kind of getting a bit ahead of themselves, but... Hey, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be ambitious.
Yeah, Tom Holland even said so himself. You know, it's supposed to be the most ambitious superhero film, solo superhero film or something. And like they even shot like this giant like fight scene back where they did the final battle in game. So the film is obviously going to be huge. I'm just going to be interested to see how the runtime is, because like, how are you going to fit all that stuff into it and wrap up the trilogy in like? Because this film can't be under like 2 hours. Like, it must be like 2.5 hours maybe.
Yeah, like at least I think it has to be that to get all these elements.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's going to be pretty exciting. I wonder how WandaVision will tie into this.
Yeah, because Kevin Feige, he's been saying that, well, when he's not talking about Brie Larson ruining Star Wars in space, but he's been saying that this WandaVision, Spider-Man 3, and Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness is supposed to be like this multiverse trilogy, and they're all kind of going to connect to each other. So it'll be interesting, yes, how it plays out.
Yeah, I'm very hyped. Like, it sounds insane, like completely bonkers. Every new announcement has just been more insane than the last.
Hopefully we'll get a trailer soon.
Oh yeah, oh my, like I can't wait anymore. I just want the trailer so bad.
I know, and this was supposed to come out in July. Like, damn. Jill the Batman was supposed to come out in March. Like this year. Do you know how painful that is? That is really painful. Oh, anyway. Shall we move on to our most anticipated film of the year 2021?
I think we shall.
Oh, drum roll, please.
Oh wait. My most anticipated movie of the year 2021 is another movie Titanium talked about previously. And that movie is Paul Thomas Anderson's new movie, Soggy Bottom or Soggy Bottoms. Yeah, he is my favourite director. He directed my favourite movie of all time, Magnolia. And
Kano, absolutely bloody Kano.
Lord. Like, 5 of his movies are in my top 25 of all time. Like, so Boogie Nights, There Will Be Blood, The Master, Punch Drunk Love, and of course Magnolia are all in my top 25 of all time. I think he is a modern day cinema genius. I am so hyped for this. Even though we haven't gotten a trailer, we've only gotten some behind the scenes photos. I couldn't be more hyped. And Philip Seymour Hoffman's son is going to star in it, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I think you told me this before. Yeah. I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool because Paul Thomas Anderson and Philip Seymour Hoffman worked together multiple times, so it's cool now that he's working with his son. And it's going to be set in the 70s, and I love when P.T. makes movies set in the 70s. Boogie Nights and Inherent Vice, they were great. So I am so hyped for this. Like, yeah, I'm just really hyped. Anything PTA related, I'm down.
Even if PTA made a remake of the worst film ever, it would still be great.
Exactly. If he remade like an Ed Wood movie or something.
Yeah. So, my most of the year 2021, it was supposed to come out a few years ago. Probably 2019, then 2020. Because the thing is, this film, it's found no time to die. Like, it has found no time to die. So, yeah.
What could this be?
It's Paw Patrol the movie. Yep, you heard me. Paw Patrol the movie.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be a masterpiece.
Never mind. I thought that was coming out next year. Never mind. That's my...
No, it's coming out this year, mate. And you better believe it. You better believe it. I'm gonna be there opening day. Are you gonna be there opening day?
Yeah, I will set up tents outside so I can be there opening day.
Tents. Yeah, exactly. Someone should make a meme where it's like, you know, the meme where it's like, there's this guy and he's like, he's alone, and it's like it's promoting something actually good, and then there's the guy next to it. There's flocks of people coming towards him.
Oh,
and it's got something really stupid. Yeah, they should have a COVID vaccine versus Paw Patrol the movie opening tickets.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah. Anyway, look, after the movie. I mean, it's probably. I mean, who knows? It could be good, maybe. Probably not. But yeah, No Time to Die.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to this. I'm a huge James Bond fan. Love the Daniel Craig films. Casino Royale, Skyfall, masterpieces. So I'm really excited to see how this one wraps his legacy up. And yeah, I even have a poster in my room. It still says April 2020. I still go to sleep looking at that poster and crying.
Oh.
Yeah. At least it's a historic piece of evidence.
Oh yeah,
You know? Yeah.
Oh, I wonder will it be worth any money? Maybe.
Who knows?
Get rich off the original No Time to Die poster.
Exactly. And I have 2, so haha!
Oh. Double the money.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to this. You know, James Bond, great character, great movies, you know. Yeah, I'm just really looking forward to this. And this, of course, is going to be the first Bond film. It's going to be the first Bond film after the unfortunate death of Sean Connery back in October. Yeah. So it'll be that guy created Bond. Like, if it wasn't for his incredible charismatic acting, like, I don't think it would have brought Bond to the big screen. Like, I don't think it would be as memorable. Like, if you think about a lot of iconic Bond lines, they're all coming from Sean Connery. So
definitely.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how No Time to Die lives up to that legacy as well. But yeah, I'm just really excited to see how everything plays out. And you know, the trailer they released looks really good. And yeah, I'm just really excited for it. It's gonna be really good, to be honest.
I'm pretty excited too. Like, it didn't make my list, but I've been a long-term Bond fan, so I can't wait. The trailer looks great, as you said, and yeah, I'm really excited. I just hope and wish that it can finally come out this year, because as the title says, it's no time to die.
Exactly. Maybe they'll die eventually, but who knows? Maybe there is a time to die. Now we're getting to a philosophical debate now.
Is there
Is there a time to die? Is there no time to die? If we're measuring the point of time, what is it? What is it? Time is a never-ending stream, you know? It means there's no time to die. There's always time to die. Everyone's dying every day, mate. They've been dying for ages.
I'm just stroking my chin here, trying to look philosophical, even though no one can see me.
Got a fake beard on there. Gandalf, you know. Yeah. Enlightening, I must say. But yeah, I think that's basically it for.
That's the list.
That's the podcast. That's the list of our most anticipated films of the year 2021. If you're listening to this in like 2022, or maybe even the post-apocalyptic future or whatever, you know, have these films come out? Has James Bond No Time to Die come out? Has Paw Patrol the movie come out?
Masterpiece.
Is Brie Larson still ruining Star Wars in space? What's happening?
Did they burn all the
Am I still on this feckin' island?
Did they burn all the copies of every Scorsese movie except Shutter Island?
Have they, has PTA made a bad film? Has he? Has he made a bad film?
Oh, no. Could never happen. Never.
It never happen. The day PTA makes a bad movie is the day the human race ends.
Very extreme.
Hey, I mean, it's a bad PTA film.
Yeah, we just won't be able to comprehend the bad PTA film. Just everyone's eyes will just burn right out of their skull who watches it.
Yeah, and PTA will be the only survivor left, and maybe like a woman, and they'll be forced to repopulate the Earth. So everyone now has a shared link with PTA, so they're able to make great films, and then the legacy lives on.
Yes. Amen. Amen.
It's the perfect timeline. Anyway, that's been the Luca and Turtle in the Morning podcast. What film are you most anticipated for? Oh, I think I had a voice crack there. But what?
Yeah,
what's
tell us in the comments.
Or don't. Fuck it. Who cares?
Yeah, don't. You don't have to.
What's your most anticipated film of 2022? Who knows? Avatar. It's Avatar.
Oh yeah.
2 or 3.
I don't think those movies actually exist. Like, they've got so many release dates that I'm just convinced they actually don't exist. It's just one big meme.
You go into the premiere of Avatar 2 or 3 or whatever.
Just get rickrolled.
I was going to say Brie Larson ruining space in
Oh.
Star Wars, but hey, that works too. Maybe it's a rickroll.
Yeah.
Brie Larson ruining Star Wars in space, doing the rickroll.
They just paint Rick Astley blue. And they're like, there's the movie.
Exactly. Yeah, so anyway, I think we'll wrap it up here. That's been the podcast. I've been Titanium Turtle.
I've been Lukey Spooky or Cool Bean Movies, whichever.
And you can find all our socials, including our podcast account. You can actually submit ideas for us to talk about. I mean, what are we going to talk about next?
Yeah. You decide.
Yeah, so shoot a DM, whatever, give it a follow. So, yeah, that's basically been it. Thanks for listening. If you got to here, well done. And, yeah, we'll see you all next time.
Yeah, we salute you, comrade.
Alright, goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.